Good morning, guys. MWUSA Season 5, Episode 145. It is Wednesday morning, and we are off on our overnight trip. It's going to be a long one. It's going to be a really long one, especially since I really didn't get any sleep last night, and I'm not going to get any sleep tonight. So that's very bad. I got about less than 3 hours sleep last night. I was up working on something and couldn't let it go, and that's going to be a rough day today. On top of that, we have extra work to do before we leave, so it's not going to be pleasant. Just have to take it easy, take it one step at a time, and not stress too much, and things hopefully should be okay. Let's see, today's Wednesday, like I said, it's 63 degrees outside. Today, as far as meetings, I have nothing. Actually, do have one person I need to call about something. I'll do that this morning. And right now we are heading to a license agency to pick up some plates. And then we have to meet somebody, and then we'll be leaving. So, yeah, it will be a little bit later than what we wanted, but it's okay. Yesterday I was able to access some of the information that's out there available to casinos about me, and it actually opened up my eyes quite a bit. I was able to see why the things that happened to me. And they all went back to one casino who was frankly pretty hurt by the amount of money that I took from them over all the time that I did it. And I acted like their friend, like they do to us. And they didn't see it coming for years. And when they did see it coming, they immediately stopped me at the door. They had a trespass notice already written. And it said, due to what happened last time you were here, you're not allowed to come back here ever, trespassed. You can't go to any of our places ever. You know, all that kind of stuff. And then a few months later, I was backed off another place due to this. And then finally a third place due to the same thing again. And, yeah, that's the reason. And honestly, I can't go back and say this is what I would have changed, because honestly, I mean, I got more than I could ever imagine from that place. From the time they discovered my name to the time they backed me off, I made over $100,000 more dollars from them. So, you know, there's nothing to complain about. Unfortunately, you know, when it rains, it pours, and when you have your name out there, and casinos who know who you are, and they look you up and they see what's happening, and then all of a sudden they don't want you around, and that's what happened, and things kind of caved in on me. But again, there's nothing I could have done about that. At the same time, a friend of mine had called me a few days ago and told me about another casino who is now cracking down further. They were cracking down on blackjack. Now they're cracking down on slots, more than you could imagine, and it's very unfortunate. So, I'm sure he'll be okay with me sharing this. He said that they said, you know, when we backed you off of blackjack, we were okay with you playing slots, but now we're backing you off of slots, but you can still come here. Did you hear the crickets in the background? What? How can I still come here if I can't play blackjack and I can't play slots? He said they told him, we want you to still be able to take advantage of our restaurants and stuff. That's so ridiculous. So I don't think he'll be taking advantage of that stuff. And I don't think he even wants to take that risk. But anyway, right now, let's head to the License Bureau, and I'll come back and update you soon. Well, 5 seconds later, I'm pulled over on the side of the road. I was using my phone while I was driving, and I guess they don't like that. And there was a guy driving the other direction on the highway and decided to do a U-turn to come back and he's going to issue me a citation. You know what? I'm going to fight it. I don't really care. You do whatever you want. So I should have actually said, what are you talking about? I wasn't holding anything in my hand. I should have thought ahead about that. Anyway, whatever. Whatever. Who cares? I guess it's the price of doing business. How many times have I gotten pulled over in the last 6 years? Like twice. Once in Arizona. Once on my way to where I'm going now. Let's see, I did the class on one of them and didn't have to do anything. I did the class on the other one. So all I did is pay money on both of them. And this won't show up on the insurance either. Whatever. You want to start pulling people over for doing that? Whatever. It's a sucky law. But so I can have my wallet, I can have food in my hand, but I can't have my phone in my hand. Whatever. So right now, just waiting for my ticket here. Hopefully I'm not late for where I'm going. I'll be back. All right, guys, I'm back. Got my little ticket, whatever. So this is all about your safety, right? So if you take this course, you won't get any points on your record. What the heck are you talking about? I thought it was about safety. If it's about safety, the person should be fined and there should be points on their record because they weren't safe. If it's about money, then it would be go take a course. And what is it really about? It's about money. Just like the seatbelt law is about money. Did they give you a refund on your insurance when you started wearing a seatbelt, when you were forced to wear a seatbelt? No. Who lobbied for the seatbelt laws? Was it the civil rights people who wanted you to have freedom? No, it was the insurance companies who didn't want to pay more money for people being injured. You know what? It's my freedom. I should be able to do whatever I want. I do wear a seatbelt, but I shouldn't have to wear a seatbelt. Just like this stupid phone law. So I could have a burrito in my hand. That's okay. I could have a mirror in my hand. That's okay. I could be looking at a mirror, looking at myself in my hand. That's all right. But a cell phone? No, that's not okay. Get out of here. A bunch of garbage. Taking away your rights. Every time you turn around, they're taking away your rights. And we just let them do it slowly. I'm going to research it, see what my rights are, and act accordingly. I don't care if it's going to be a $100 ticket. That's fine. I just calculated based on my average travel. Just since I started the podcast, I've probably had the phone, quote, in my hand or in front of me on the steering wheel about 8,000 hours. So I think, 1 second getting caught is fine compared to 8,000 hours. So whatever. Anyway, I think we'll still make it to our destination on time, so it should be fine. I'll be back. All right, guys. It's about an hour and a half later. Got all my work taken care of that I needed to. What is this? You're getting an update whether you want it or not. Okay. Alright, so took care of everything, took care of my meeting, all that, and we're back on the road now. Right now we're still a long ways away, still about 3 hours and 20 minutes away. I'm looking forward to watching these gas prices fall today. Once I get to an area that usually has low prices, I'm going to stop probably in about 100 more miles or 120 more miles. We'll stop and get fuel, and that should be good for the rest of the trip. And then we'll see what happens today. I'm looking forward to a big day today. I'm ready to go after reading what the casinos had on me. I'm not afraid of these guys. They're afraid of me when I read the details. So anyway, I'll be back. All right, guys, just got off the exit here and about to enter the casino. It's been quite a long drive. I'm ready to go. Still, I'm feeling warm, man. I don't know what my deal is. I got my temperature in my car set at 62. It's been at 62 for 4 hours, and I'm still feeling warm. But my temperature is normal or below normal, so I don't know what it is. Maybe psychological. I have no idea. Anyway, we're going to get in here today. We're going to try to get at least a couple sessions of poker in. A couple sessions of blackjack in. I really don't want to play poker unless I have to. And get some good slot time in. So that's what's going on right now. gonna head on in, and I'll be back to update you soon. Man, I'm ready to get out of these places, man. Can't wait to start traveling more, actually flying to new places where nobody knows you, where you have a chance. 1 second. Where you have a chance, at least, to be under the radar for a second. Just for a second. So, walking around looking at slots, played one play, was down like $12 right away. Played another one after like 45 minutes, made $3. Right now, my ticket shows like -8, so however that works out. Then was nothing, so I go to the poker area, nothing available. I go blackjack, nothing, take a couple more laps. Finally find a blackjack table I want to play. It's a low limit table. Hit 17, not great, but we'll take it. Good penetration. So sit down, buy in for 300, dragging like crazy. Lady next to me is playing 2 hands with the side bets, getting change, as all, blah, blah, blah. I feel like I've said this a million times. Same stuff again and again and again. And I ended up finally leaving that table when 3 more people came at the same time during a chip fill. So they're adding chips, which took forever. The dealer is new, so she doesn't know how to stack them properly, doesn't know how to add them properly, how to fill out the paperwork properly. That takes forever. And then 3 more people come to the table. That's fun. I'm looking at the poker area right now. There's nothing available. There's lines everywhere. Anyway, so ended up leaving that table down $250. Then I go, I find a play here. Walking over to it. Then I go to another table. Let me do this. I'll be back. All right, that took about 20 seconds, so made about $5. Anyway, so I go to another table, and it's just me. Sit down, start playing. My nemesis pit boss is there, and she's stalking me like a big blimp, walking around looking at me like, how do you want to say? I don't want to say. Anyway, I sit down there, I buy in for 300 and lose that almost immediately. Buy in for another 3. I'm able to wrestle back a little bit. At least I had a chance at that point. Went up and down. Then we're reaching a running -12. So end up walking away from that table. I had 300. 1 second here. So I was ahead 300 on that one, which means overall I'm ahead 50 on tables and down $5 right now on slots. Not the greatest day. I want to go check this machine, but you got 2 of these slot techs standing right next to it, leaning against the chair talking. And I think there might be a play on there, but anyway, so that's where we are right now. A little frustrated, but when are we not frustrated anymore? That's the question. So let's see what happens here. We'll take another lap. I'll come back and look at this one if they would walk away from it, and I'll come back and update you here in a little while. All right, upon further review, I left the first table down 200, not 250. I'm actually slightly ahead on the blackjack, plus 100 instead of plus 50 overall. But there's nothing here, nothing going on. I don't even see people checking anymore. Ooh, there's somebody on it. Got excited for a minute, but somebody was on there. All right, let's see here. Someone's got something here I need to do for work. I'll be back. All right, guys, here's where we're at. We are going to head to the car. They gave me a list of things they wanted to talk about, and then they said, hey, would a meeting be good? And I said, sure, a meeting sounds good, thinking we'll probably do it on Monday or something. No, they set it up for 45 minutes later. So I'm going to head to the car, drive down the street, grab something to eat, and then do this meeting, and then we'll come back in here and start again. But ended so far plus 100 on the blackjack, plus 82 on the slots, and it's got to get much better. So we'll see what happens. I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back. Man, that was an ordeal. The same questions over and over and over again. I did grab some food, sat in the parking lot, ate it real quick, and then had my meeting, just finished up the meeting, and we're going to move on. So, it's like, I've been answering the same questions for 3 years about this stuff, but I was patient. Everything is fine. Everything's good. So, hopefully, that took care of everything that they had, and we can move forward. Um, but it's actually my best team, the team that has the most vulnerabilities and that work the hardest. And the questions that I was just asked were like questions that would be asked by someone who had no clue what they were doing. But it's all right. All right. Right now, let's head back and see if we can play some more blackjack and slots. Maybe some poker. I'll be back. All right, so I'm back. So I just finished up a 1-3 no limit, and it's interesting. There's a guy, I recognized him. He's plain dressed, but I recognized him as a possible security guard. And I just left, and I walk behind him, and I look, and he's got handcuffs on his belt. So I know he's some kind of undercover something, but he was standing there watching my table, but he's still there watching it. So I don't know what's going on there. Played 1-3 no limit for about an hour and did okay. Actually did really well. I played everything very well, I felt like, and even these tight old guys sitting next to me were saying, man, you're a really good player. So I take that as a compliment, definitely. I ended my session ahead $286. Had some interesting things happen. They do have a high hand, and 2 hours in a row, the high hand was quad fives, and both of them were at my table, which are interesting. I had Jack Queen of Hearts, and next hand Jack Queen of Hearts, and then next hand Jack Queen of Spades, which was interesting. I had Pocket Kings back to back, won the first one, and then the second one, I had the King of Hearts. There were 3 hearts on the board, and the 4th heart comes up, and the guy goes all in. I didn't really see him raise too much when I was there, so I folded. He claimed he had pocket aces with the ace of hearts, but I'm not positive. He said he'll show me 1 card, which is stupid. Why would you even do that? But he showed a ace of spades, so I don't know if that was a good decision or not. And then there was another hand where I had pocket kings probably about 10 minutes later, and on that one got into a big pot with a guy, and he said he had raised it like 50 or something. And I was thinking about it, and he says, do you want to see him? I said, sure. So he flips him over, and he's got an open-ended straight flush, and he's got nothing other than that. He's got a high card. And I had pocket kings, and I said, do you want me to call or not? And he said yes. And I said, okay. So I called. It was like 50, I think, and I ended up holding, which really, I think he was maybe a slight favorite there. Let's see, what else? Those were basically the big things. Had some odd players at the table, but that's normal. Hold on one second, let me check this. Had some odd players, but it was like just the things that they were doing and talking about and stuff. It was kind of weird, nothing too major or anything like that, but it just seems like some people, like this one guy came to the table, and he was in a wheelchair. First hand, he goes all in. He's called by a guy. The guy had Jack high, and he folded. He went all in, and you got called by Jack high. No, it was a pair of jacks. It was like 3rd pair or something, and you folded. So it wasn't as bad as I led you to believe at first, but it's just some of the crazy stuff. So first hand, he lost his whole stack. He bought in for some more, lost that, and then went and got more chips. So I don't know. I bought in for about 400 in chips, and I actually sold 100 to a lady next to me, and then never actually used any of my other chips, and ended up ahead 286. So that's a nice little thing there. It's getting a little bit later now. The shift change should be happening in about half an hour or so. I'm going to take a lap and head to the bathroom, and then we'll probably start fresh again, hopefully, and get on the tables again. So that's what's going on right now, and I'll be back to update you soon. Very interesting. I go around to the, I stop at the bathroom, come back out, go around to where the table games are, and the same guy is standing there. I can see him from here. He's talking on his radio. He's watching somebody. I don't know who it is, because was the person in the poker room and they came over to the blackjack tables? I don't know. But he's busy doing something, very intently watching something. So I don't know what's up with that. Anyway, I'll be back. I got a couple interesting things for you. I don't know what was happening here. Oh, they're still doing something. But that one guy ran off into the back. Him and a pit boss. Now there's other people running over there. I don't know. They got somebody back rooms? What's going on here? Anyway, yeah, I was going to tell you some stories from the poker table, but I don't know. No big deal, I guess. At this point, I took a little lap around. Actually, what's interesting too is a friend of mine was telling me that they were questioning him as to if he was coming to the casino to pick up vouchers, because he dresses pretty plain like I do, and maybe doesn't look like he has a lot of money, but I can tell you he's made way more than me, and if I'm in the seven figures, he's way more than me. So anyway, so they've been kind of having security keep an eye. Like right now, here we go. There's two of them right here. What are they watching? They're like circulating more and more. I don't know if it's to get rid of advantage players or what, but like right now, there might be one other guy in here. There isn't any plays, but there really aren't any other people in here right now. So anyway, I was going to say I checked out the tables, and it looks like it's going to be beautiful for later on. Nobody that I know there. One lady, and she's doing the roulette, so she's not going to be even watching what I'm doing. And she doesn't know my name anyway, so that section right there, most likely I'll get one or two sessions in this shift. I got a long way to go on this one. And then I'm going to come back here to this other area and see if there's anything here as well. I guess the guy that we know that we play with here was, he took something way too early at 200 to spin and hit a grand for 125,000 or something. So stupid. You do the wrong thing and get rewarded for it, but luck is luck. There's always still the possibility, no matter what you do, that something will happen. So, all right, let's look in. Oh yeah, it definitely doesn't know me here, so this should be good. As soon as things settle down and something opens up, I'm definitely going to be playing a little bit. So, all right, letting you go. I'll be back. All right, guys, I'm in the car. Man, so tired. I'm at like 12,500 steps, but I was doing a lot of other stuff. Playing poker, blackjack, all this other stuff. Camping out, waiting for stuff. Man, I got myself into a situation where I was down 950 on a slot machine, and that was at like 1 o'clock. Right now it's 8 o'clock. And right now I'm $23 away from even on that one. I'm tired, man. There's supposed to be some bad storms coming through. I think I see them out there. I'm in the parking garage right now, but it's supposed to be pretty bad. I think I'm just going to sit here for a little while and rest, have something to drink, and relax a little bit, and then head back in there. There is a must-hit buy that's getting close, but it's still about $1,000 away from hitting, and there's a guy playing it, and he has no clue. So we'll let him run a few hundred more through it, and then we'll come back and see where it is. It's a small one. It's only $100, but it's a very slow-moving one. And then we are going to play some tables. Just haven't had a chance. It's been too busy, but my legs are just aching right now. They're just pulsating. So, all right, let me rest for a little bit here, and then I'll come back and update you. All right, guys, I am back. So, just played Pot Limit Omaha for about 2 hours, and what a ride it was. I had a high hand at one point. I had a straight flush. The whole pot was like $12. It was a crazy up and down. Funny group of guys. It was all right. I mean, I wish I would have done a little bit better, but yep, almost right away I was ahead like 250 or so, and within 45 minutes I was down about 500, and then ended up coming back and left ahead just slightly, plus 23. So after all that time, plus 23. But it's all right. Oh, they're putting these tables away? Man. All right. Well, I was hoping to get some blackjack in here. I'll go to the other area, get some blackjack in, and see what happens. I can't believe they're closing this area this early. They were just opening it up a couple hours ago. So, yeah, man, there's some crazy hands. Still learning. One of the first hands I had, I played wrong. Lost $100 for no reason on that. That was stupid. And other than that, I really made some good decisions overall. Can't complain. The people were funny. The table flowed pretty well. The game I was playing was a 1-3 no limit with a bomb pot every round. So every round became a 1-3 pot limit Omaha double board. And so, for 7 hands, it would be like a $50 to $150 pot, and then it would go to like 700, and then go back down again. Most of the time it was like 50 to 100, and then every 8th hand would be like 600, 500, whatever. So anyway, all right, gonna check out some machines real quick here, and then we'll get some blackjack time. I'll be back. All right, I'll tell you what, we're gonna cut this off. It's already after 1:30. Let's start a new one here. So for now, I'm gonna let you go. If you have any questions or comments, my email is mwusa21@gmail.com, mwusa21@gmail.com. See you next time.